music. Something I think I and the other 8 billion people on this planet would agree is one of the greatest things ever invented. Well, that and baked mac and cheese, but you get the point. Since its creation back in, honestly, who gives a fuck? Music has been one of mankind's most popular sources of entertainment. From the classical bars spit from Beethoven himself to the poetic lyrics of Chief Keef. There are a countless number of talented musicians who have blessed us with their God-given talent. Music also plays a huge role in society along with the culture. The role that music plays in our society has become more and more crucial with every year that passes by. From the way we dress, from the way we talk, from the way we eat. I would have never thought of painting my nails before my Lord and Savior Drake did it. But now that he did, I can confidently say that I walk around feeling like an absolute baddie wherever I go. Absolutely stepping on all these hoes' necks. All thanks to no other than Champagne Papi himself. There's no denying the amount of power these artists and the music they create have over us. The way their music can alter us as a person. The way that their music can single-handedly influence an entire generation. And I feel there is no other type of music that has influenced a generation more than gangster music. Now, for those of you who don't know what gangster music is, it is the art of rap in which a criminal, usually a member of a street organization, aka a gang, make rhymes and tell us about the illegal activities that they and their colleagues commit. This could be them talking about doing drugs, scamming people, even murder. Now, you might ask, why would a man ever blatantly tell the entire world that he is a criminal? Honestly, Chief, I don't got the answer for you. A great example of someone I would define as a gangster rapper is Lil Durk. Now, Lil Durk is known for his menacing raps and hatred for the law. A typical thug, if you ask me. Now, as we all know, Lil Durk has pretty much been one of the most trending rappers for the past 2 to 3 years. Over that time, his music has become extremely popular and extremely influential. Which brings me to the first reason as to why I feel like there's a problem with gangster music. The extremely negative influence it takes on the youth. Well, at least the influence it has on the idiots of the youth. Let me explain. So most of us sane and logically thinking people can listen to gangster music no problem. We can easily listen to an entire Lil Durk album and not feel the need to become an absolute menace. This is because we understand it's just music, entertainment. We understand that just because somebody else is telling us about how much of a felon they are, that doesn't mean we have to be felons as well. But then you have what I like to call the brain dead idiots of the world. The listener that takes their dedication for a rapper and his music a little too far. These are the people who would probably jump off a bridge if their favorite rapper told them to. This is someone who pretty much takes on the characteristics of whatever rapper they listen to. For example, let's say they listen to someone like 21 Savage talk about how he shot a homeless man for no reason. Now they feel they need to go shoot a homeless man for no reason. The way these people literally act like mindless zombies. All they gotta do is give them a command and they follow. I don't know if y'all remember the last time some new YoungBoy dropped, but I do. And let me tell you, it wasn't safe to be outside for more than 10 seconds. The ridiculous spike in criminal activity that ensued for the next week almost made no sense. Niggas was getting robbed left and right, random brawls in the middle of the street for no reason, herds of people mobbing the streets, yelling 4K Trey all while playing Bitch Let's Do It by YoungBoy in the background. It was insanity. It was so bad that the Army, the Coast Guard, and the Navy SEALs had to be called to restore order to the streets. I've never seen so many people lose their minds all because of a mid-mixtape before. This is the negative influence, the demonic power that these gangster rappers have on the youth. They have the ability to turn a nerdy goody two-shoes into a slimed out stepper. It's almost like a virus. Even I've witnessed one of my own friends experience this deadly disease. The week of YoungBoy's tape dropping, I remember turning on the news and seeing one of my friends get arrested for assaulting the local Chuck E. Cheese mascot. He mistook Chuck E. Cheese as an enemy gang member and had to spin for his block. He's doing 25 years in the pen now. Hashtag free bro. He ain't do nothing wrong. It's like the minute anyone hears one of these devious songs, they immediately turn into a supervillain, with the only purpose of causing as much havoc and chaos as possible. And another problem with gangster music is that it idolizes and almost makes it seem cool to be a criminal. Actually encourages people to do crime. Get a job? No. Get an education? Fuck no. Go rob some niggas on the block for no reason? Hell yeah. You know, back in the day, 50 or so years ago, people dreamed about becoming doctors, engineers, business owners. They dreamt about making an honest living and having a respectable career. You know, they really dreamt about becoming something in life and changing the world for the better. Back then, people actually wanted to live a good life and raise a decent family. Nowadays, it seems like niggas only have 2 goals in mind: get high and see how many years they can spend in prison. I don't know what it is with people, but it seems like over the last 5 or so years, it's become almost cool or like a flex to be doing time behind bars. You would think people would do as much as they can to stay out of jail, but in 2023, niggas do as much as they can to go to jail. I guess it's something about them prison walls we don't know about. Maybe there's a reason why so many dudes want to go to jail so bad. Maybe it's because of the delicious prison food, the brotherhood you build with other inmates, or maybe it's the amazing butt sex. Nowadays, niggas go around bragging about how they beat up old ladies as if they won the Nobel Peace Prize or some shit. Nowadays, you get more respect as a man for doing 10 years in prison than you do graduating from college and actually having a good job. And most of the reasoning for this is because gangster music has made it cool to be a felon. You're basically looked at as a nerd or a lame if you haven't been to jail at least 10 times. It's like being a law-abiding, honest citizen is looked down upon. It's almost mind-boggling to think about the impact and the way music can easily change and influence the way people think and the lives they want to live. But what really blows me is the fact that most of these rappers and thugs that people look up to are cap. It seems like every year one of these popular artists get outed for being a bitch or a rat. Look at Gunna, for example. This man was one of the most respected street rappers out there and was a part of YSL, which is a literal crime organization. And the minute his back was against the wall, this nigga folded and told on everybody. I'm trying to tell y'all, these street rappers are nothing more than paid actors. All these labels literally give these dudes scripts to read off of and everything. Most of these street dudes y'all look up to don't even live the lives they say they do. It's all nothing but an act. But you got idiots out here too stupid to comprehend that. You got idiots out here really looking up to professional cappers. They can't comprehend that most of these thugs they look up to are nothing more than studio gangsters, internet tough guys. They hop in the booth, lie to us about how much of a thug they are, and the minute they leave, they go right back to being a normal civilian, just like the rest of us. The minute they have to actually back up all the stuff they rap about, it's silent. And finally, I want to talk about probably my #1 issue I have with street rappers and street music. Above the terrible influence they have on the youth, above the fact that most of them are cap and lying their raps, above the fact that most of these rappers have some of the worst fashion sense I've ever seen, and that's the fact that most of these street rappers absolutely suck. I already know that this take is gonna piss a lot of people off, but who gives a fuck? I don't care anymore. I can't keep holding back my emotion anymore. Street music and gangster rap in 2023 is fucking ass. Except for Lil Baby, he's actually kind of fire. But everyone else fucking sucks. Now, I don't know whether it's because I'm a Justin Bieber fanboy or what, but recently street music just ain't hitting like that no more. For one, all these niggas rap about the same shit over and over and over again. Their music has almost no substance. Oh, look at me. I have a gun. I shoot people. I do drugs. I sip lean. I have sex. I'm so cool. Bro, could you switch it up every once in a while? We've heard you use the same bar in about 30 other songs. It's time for something new. I promise you, it's like once you've heard one of these niggas songs, you've practically heard them all. I'm tired of listening to this hot garbage. It's time we wake up, people, and start bumping that real music. You think I want to keep listening to these criminals all day long? No! I'm not trying to taint my precious ears with such sinful, demonic music. What do I look like? A delinquent? I don't condone such thug-like music. I'd much rather listen to some Taylor Swift or some Ariana Grande. You know, the two most talented artists of all time. No debate. And two of the most attractive artists of all time, if you know what I mean. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video right here. If you guys couldn't tell, this video was almost completely sarcastic. So please don't get offended if I made fun of your favorite type of music or your favorite rapper. It's not that deep. But as always, go ahead and like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Don't be afraid to give me some more video ideas in the comments below. And yeah, that's about it. See ya.